everyone, it's Elizabeth from Fern Creek Stickers, and I am here to plan out the week of May 23rd. So first of all, let's just take a look back and see how last week turned out, my first week back in the hourly after a while. And overall, I'm pretty pleased with how this week turned out, and the planner worked really well for me. It was very functional. So I'll be making a few tweaks that you'll see, but overall this worked pretty well. So let's get started. Oh, and I'm using the Flora and Fauna kit from my shop, and I've got the washi tape here, so I'm going to start by putting some washi down. So I am very proud of myself because one of my goals for this year is to develop a social media routine, which I have not really prioritized and worked on so far, and is still a bit of, or is definitely 100% a work in progress and something I want to focus on this summer. But I have actually filmed all my videos for the week over the weekend, and that's something that eventually I want to do, like on Friday afternoons. And I had a bunch of things I had to do this Friday, so it didn't happen, but still it feels really good to be kind of on top of making YouTube videos, and so I'm very pleased with myself for being on top of things like that. And again, I should be doing 3 videos a week most of the summer, and I've got a lot of fun things that I want to do, some different types of videos and whatever, so I'm excited to be feeling on top of this. So yeah, and like I said before, the hourly worked pretty well last week. Some small tweaks that I'll be making to what I do this week, mostly because I have almost nothing scheduled for this week, which is actually quite nice, but a little bit strange. Okay, so there's the date headers. I'm trying to think if I want to use this. I'm going to use this to divide up for to-do lists, so maybe it's going to be too much to put some on top as well. So I'll go ahead and put as long as I'm putting the washi down, I'll use this kind of to mark my to-do lists. So I'll have a first set of work to-do lists. And last week I marked out my work time. I don't really think I need to do that because I know when I'm working it just gives a little bit more flexibility. But I do want to have this, and then I'll put all the work to-do lists below it. And Brian has some extra days off for the long weekend, so you're gonna see nothing planned for the weekend. It is going to be about relaxing, so getting things done in these 4 days. And I was doing some crafts earlier, and now all my tools are all over the place. You'll also see I am not putting any workouts for this week, and that is because I have a foot injury. So it's Sunday when I'm filming this, and yesterday on Saturday morning when I was working out, I was doing weights, and it was a circuit kind of thing, so I was alternating between different exercises, and I had some weights behind me that I had forgotten about, and then I stepped backwards to do a lunge and caught my pinky toe on the edge of the dumbbell while putting weight on it, and it hurt pretty badly. I was trying to convince myself it wasn't broken because I really didn't want to have to go to the doctor, but we happened to be with friends last night, and one of them had a toe break that wasn't very bad at the time, didn't seem bad, that she never got treated and then had to get rebroken because her foot wasn't working right. So she was like, you need to go see a doctor. So I did go to the ER. I don't know, so it's either a contusion or a hairline fracture. They didn't do an x-ray because they said they would treat it the same regardless of what it was. So if I'd really wanted an x-ray, they would have given it to me, but I saw no point because it's the same treatment. So, and they could tell the break, if it was a break, the injury was limited to that one toe and didn't go further in my foot. And also based on overall, my pain level wasn't very high. And it's not like my toe was hanging off the side of my foot. So they said if it was broken, it would be like a hairline fracture, not something too big. So I have a special shoe to wear on my left foot right now, and I'm supposed to take it easy on the workouts. So I will probably do some like easy sitting yoga most mornings, but I'm just not gonna put anything in. So there's no pressure and I don't feel like I have to do more than I'm up for. But I mean, I feel fine, but I have pushed through injuries before and hurt myself more in the past by doing so. So I know that when I'm supposed to rest, it's good to actually just rest, especially since if it really is just a contusion, this will be healed pretty quickly. So that was a bit of an adventure. So I'm going ahead and just putting down checklists. So these will be my work to-dos and these will be my Fern Creek to-dos. And it worked out well to put home to-dos in the sidebar. I didn't have very much that I had to do last week, but usually my at-home to-dos aren't very time sensitive. So I just had them there to do whatever I had time to. But anyway, it was a little bit annoying because that was the second time in 2 weeks that either Brian or I had been to the ER, because Brian about a week and a half ago got bit by a neighbor's dog, and so we went to the ER for that. Fortunately, the bite wasn't too bad. I mean, it broke the skin. It was a bite, but they got it cleaned up, got a tetanus shot, got antibiotics, and but the good thing about having gone to the ER with that is that they were able to start paperwork. There was a form we filled out that went to the county rabies officer, and so they went and checked the dog's vaccinations, and then the dog had to quarantine for 10 days, and they had to make sure the dog did not have any rabies symptoms at the end of the 10 days, which fortunately did not, so Brian is fine. But yeah, we've spent more time at the ER in the past couple weeks than I would have planned on. But fortunately, we are both doing pretty well, and fortunately too, we do have good access to medical care, which is a lot to be grateful for. But so, okay. So there are my to-do lists, and let's see, I also am realizing too, I should get the weekend banner. Again, I'm still a little bit of a hot mess with figuring out how I want to plan in this planner. So again, longer weekend. It's already a long weekend and Brian's taking off extra days. So I've got that. So I think then it's gonna be putting in my activities, which weirdly are only on Wednesday. I have nothing scheduled on any day except for Wednesday. So I guess that is pretty good. So I've got, okay, I'm actually gonna learn from my lesson and not try to write next to the coil. So I'm gonna write them on here first. Okay, so now I can put those on without having to worry about writing right next to the coil. Trying to like get that underneath the FCS sticker. Bible study and book club is at 4:30. Let's see, I'll save the book doodle to put in the sidebar. And then game night. And I will once again need to order pizza, and I'm looking for, this guy always hides. That's why I've got washi tape on the side of it so it doesn't hide as much, but I still always lose it. It's in my little desk organizer right in front of me. So I'll need to order pizza for game night in the afternoon. But I have nothing else scheduled for the rest of the week, which is pretty amazing. So, okay, I'm looking at what else do I need to put in here. I need to put in my dinners. Okay, well, I guess I'll go ahead and write these in. So pizza for game night. So we'll have Greek pitas on Monday and Tuesday. And then on Thursday, we'll have eggs. And we don't have anything planned for the weekend yet. I'll go grocery shopping again on Thursday. Again, just kind of like get all the chores and stuff done to have a relaxing long weekend. And I guess that does remind me, then I will go ahead and put in a script there for grocery shopping on Thursday. All right, so I want to put my to-do list in my sidebar. Oh shoot, and I already cut all of these down. I didn't leave, that was a mistake. I didn't leave any of these whole. Well, will start off by counting on not having very many to-dos. And actually, let me put a piece of washi here first. And I didn't have very many home to-dos last week. Hopefully I won't have many this week. And if I do, I can always add another piece of sticker there. Okay, so that will be my to-dos. And then I will put my currently reading here again with the book doodle. So there's my sidebar. And this looks very empty, but I guess that's the good thing about summer, is there is not very much going on. So I'm gonna write in my to-dos. I will speed you up while I do that because they are pretty repetitive and not very interesting. So I'll see you back here in a minute. Right, so there is my plan for the week. That was pretty short and simple. Again, we'll keep seeing how I use the hourly this summer and adapt to it, but it seems like it's off to a pretty good start for me. I hope that you all have some fun plans for the long weekend coming up, and hopefully some fun plans for the week that comes before it. And I will see you all around here again soon. Bye, everyone.